Does size matter? Yes, absolutely size matters. Of course, I'm speaking about the size of a CPA firm that you as an advisor are trying to form a strategic partnership with. Size absolutely matters, and here's the thing, and I definitely fell into this myself as a young advisor when I was trying to form my first few CPA partnerships. We think the bigger the firm, the more clients they have, the more opportunity. It's so exciting. All I need is one firm and it could change my entire practice. And that's kind of true, but the thing is, it's actually not the right firm for you to form a partnership with. Now, as a way of introduction, if we haven't met, my name is Anton Anderson, CEO of Elite Resource Team, trained over 1,200 advisors how to build partnerships with CPAs. We've done it ourselves multiple times. My partners and I have grown multiple seven-figure practices. Most successful one was sold for over 45 million. So when it comes to the ideal CPA partner, who do you want to approach? What I did early is I got introduced, I'm down in San Diego, which is in Southern California, got introduced to this large CPA firm in San Francisco. I flew up and down multiple times. I'd take all 5 partners out to lunch. We'd have great conversations about their 1,700 clients. And then after 18 months, I had nothing to show for it. What happened? I don't really ever understand, but I got one insight from one of the managing partners. He said, there's just too many conflicting opinions between my partners and I. I think what it was is so-and-so had a brother-in-law at Northwestern Mutual. So-and-so had a friend from college at Morgan Stanley. So-and-so. So when you have 5, 6 partners, you can't control the variables. So where do you start as an advisor that's looking to build strategic partnerships with CPAs? Well, 1 to 3 partners. That's the sweet spot, right? 1 partner, 1 staff, great. I'm happy with that. A few hundred clients, no problem. 2 partners, that's good. 3 is probably up there at the max. If you have 2 or 3 partners, what you want to do is find the one that's the most enthusiastic about working with you and focus on the relationship with them. Then the other 1 or 2 will follow suit after 6 to 12 months when you've actually created some results. But when you have 4, 5, 6, 7 plus partners, there's just too many moving pieces for it to be my opinion that you should spend your time and energy trying to build that relationship, especially if it's one of your first few CPA partnerships. So there's too many cooks. Too many cooks in the kitchen, right? People are bumping into each other. There's too many opinions, too many variables you can't control. Start small, be sweet. What are these amazing artistic images? This one is a big old semi-truck, and this one is a sweet little Porsche, right? Now, if you're driving a semi-truck versus a Porsche, which one's gonna turn quicker, right? All of a sudden you're around your path and you realize, oh, our business needs to shift. Well, the semi-truck, that thing needs to look out like a quarter of a mile down the road, start slowing down, looking around it, put on its blinker, and it's gonna make this really wide, slow turn, right? Whereas the Porsche, they're driving the business and all of a sudden they meet you and they realize, wow, you represent a better way to serve their clients. You represent a better way to grow their practice, to generate revenue, to keep up with the trends in the accounting space, which you do. You solve some of their major problems. So you represent a great opportunity. How quick can they change? On a dime, man, right? That little Porsche can turn much quicker than the semi-truck. The semi-truck is the larger firm. You know, with the, call it a regional or super regional with lots of partners, lots of employees. That's the larger firm. This is your little sweet spot, 1 to 3 partners. A few hundred clients up to 1,000 clients. That's who I want to partner with. Now there is a hack. I'll call it the large firm hack. If you already have some type of warm relationship with a partner at a CPA firm or a CPA that's close to the partners, let's say they are a brother-in-law, let's say they're a parent, let's say they went to college with you or you got introduced from a current client of yours. Am I saying you shouldn't take the time to develop a relationship there? I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm saying you shouldn't focus on them as a potential strategic partner. They're more likely to take your time, energy, and your enthusiasm with nothing to show for it. That's a very bad way to develop your business. Better way is get some small wins under your belt, some momentum and some experience. Use that to parlay into the better firm and the better firm and the better firm. But what do you do with the existing larger firm relationship that you have right now? You meet with them and you tell them up front, this is the direction I'm taking my practice, because actually I think when an advisor and a CPA come together and work in collaboration with one another, their clients are better served, right? We call it a proactive planning team. It's very different than the outdated referral model. If you haven't seen any of my other videos on that, we've got tons. But what you're saying to the CPA is, I don't actually think this is a good fit for you and the size of your firm. However, given your experience, I'd be interested to hear your feedback on it. Immediately removes any defensiveness that they feel, because they now know you're not trying to sell them on something. Then you share a little bit about what you're building and why you're building it. And as long as you do a good job with that, what you then ask for is, this is the hack. Although I don't think this is a great fit for your firm, given the size, what I am curious is, do you know one or two CPA firm owners or partners at a smaller boutique practice that focus on X type of client? X type of client is whoever you want to be working with. For me, successful business owners, high net worth folks. There's more moving pieces, you can bring more value, more opportunities. So that's what I would say when I finally figured out after 18 months with that firm in San Francisco that the big firm isn't the good fit. When I'd get introduced to a big firm in San Diego, I'd still meet with them. I would just ask for an introduction after explaining my value proposition to some smaller firms, 1 to 2 partners, maybe up to 3, boutique style practice, want to offer more proactive and holistic planning to their clients, recognize that's the direction that their industry is going. The truth is, these larger firms likely know a dozen plus smaller firms. They could have been employees that left to start their own practice. They could have been, previous partners that left or spun off. They could be a smaller firm where the large firm doesn't specialize in a specific type of niche. They refer their potential client or prospect to those smaller firms. Sometimes they have bandwidth capacities. A partner leaves, retires, passes away, and they can't take on any new clients. They refer the business to other CPA firms. So the hack, always ask for intros from the larger firms to the smaller firms. That's how you build a nice little pipeline of new introductions. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you are still wrestling with how to actually attract more high net worth clients and leverage CPA partnerships, be sure to check out this new video we just posted. That will be very helpful. That's it for today. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. We'll see you in a future video.